Alright, so welcome to the video. This is a walkthrough guide on how to use a spreadsheet. First off, let's start off with names. So we have two sections. We have this section and this section. You can put in the names, so our names are going to be Joey and Sally. Joey is working $30 an hour for 40 hours a week, while Sally is working 2 minimum wage jobs, 5, and she's working 20 hours on both of those jobs, and typically you're entitled to 14 days off or 2 weeks off, so we're going to put that there. We're going to reduce the weeks worked from 52 to 50 by subtracting the 14 days, so that's that. Next we have our extra income. So if you have like a side job or side hustle, you have like an Etsy shop. I don't know, Joey's got an Etsy shop, and Joey's making on a monthly basis $100, so $100 a month. You can calculate your yearly income, so that's $1,200. And by looking at this graph here, we can see like the breakdown percentage of who's making what, just for visual sake. Next we have this section here. We have the yearly and the monthly. So we're going to be focusing on the yearly because it has a little bit more information. Monthly is basically the same. It's just your gross net income and then your combined net income. So for our yearly section, we have our taxes. So Joey's paying $9,207 in tax. Sally is paying $3,445 in tax. CPP, that's also included. So then we take your taxes and our CPP and the EI, subtract that from our gross amount, and then we get our net income, and this is our usable income. With that you can then figure out how much disposable income you have, so that's $78,000 in our case. Down below, this is where you can put in your fixed expenses, so our rent or food or internet, you get the idea. You can put what those are, so rent $2,500, food $250 monthly, and then you can also change the frequency, so you can have it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and then that'll automatically update the values for you. And both these sections show you like the monthly and yearly breakdown and the summation of each of these columns. So monthly, it's the guy's got to make over $5,000 and over $60,000 annually. That being said, we're moving on to our next section. This section is broken off into two sections, one for Joey, one for Sally. They can contribute however different amounts they want. So if we go into this, we see that Joey is putting $50 a month into investments, while he's putting $25 monthly into emergencies. If we go over to Sally, we can see that Sally's using a different amount. She's putting in $30 a month and $20 for emergency. I just chose round values, so it just looks nicer. And then you can see that both of these people, or Joey and Sally, are contributing $50 a month to the RRSP. And again, we can see the combined, that's $225 monthly, and yearly that's $2,700. That's going towards our savings. And then down below you can see the breakdown of how the expenses and savings and wants are distributed. So 76% of the money made or generated by Sally and Joey is going towards their needs. So first of all, that's not good. They'll have to do something about that. And then 20% is left over for wants, and then only 3.43% of that money is going towards your savings. So I'm sure you guys know about like the 50-30-20 rule. Not really sure if that's possible, but based off of what you guys have put in here, you can more or less try to adhere to those standards. So maybe you could earn more money or distribute the money differently to try and achieve those 50, 30, 20 rules. That's up to you guys. And then we have our breakdown, where you can just like see all the information without scrolling up and down. So you can see our combined net income after tax, our expenses, savings, combined taxes, and then if you want to look at more of the values or more in depth, you can just look at this section. Pretty self-explanatory, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.